Hey guys, just near JHart Modelworks. So there's not an update on the Ferrari this week. A big deal of that has to do with photo etch. I'm getting to a point where I'm about to have to start working with a lot of the photo etch. Historically, what I have done in the past is I have just sanded the photo etch and then sprayed some primer on it and then sprayed my paint on it and whatever else I need to do with it. I always have trouble with paint not wanting to stick to the primer as I'm trying to get the parts on. The paint's chipping off. It always looks like a mess. It's genuinely rough. While watching Frank at Frank's Modelworks, because I watch him a lot. If you have not checked out Frank, I don't know how you haven't checked out Frank. You have to have checked out Frank. If not, go check out Frank. Everyone will have a link down in the description below that I mentioned throughout this video. Frank was doing a video on chroming photo etch parts a while back, and he discussed using Mr. Metal Primer. Now, I've been looking for this primer for weeks now. Ever since he did that video, I've been looking for it because I knew I was going to have to do this photo etch on this car, and no one has any. Mr. Hobby products are one of those feast or famine type deals. They'll release some product, everybody will have it, and then no one will have it, and they won't ship anything out for ages. So searching around, I finally broke down and bought some from overseas. I didn't want to. I actually spent more in shipping than I spent on the actual primer. And I ended up buying it from a company called 1001 Hobbies there in France. And it took them a week after I placed the order before they actually shipped it. So I am waiting on that product, which is in transit from France. In the meantime, it is supposed to get very cold this week. I'm actually shooting this on the Sunday right after the part 2 on the body came out. So it is supposed to get really cold this week. Now, I'm talking lows in the 20s and 30s. I get it. We have mild winters. We make up for it in the fact that my summer is going to be 110 degrees for like a month and a half, 2-3 months long. That's the trade-off for not having negative 20 degree winters. So, but for us it's cold, and for me it is very difficult to paint in those temperatures. So I've spent most of this weekend, like Friday and Saturday, really focusing on getting all the paint done that I can. We're going to start with the shop card. Manny over at Manny Scale Modeling has sent us his shop card. Absolutely awesome. As well as a sticker. Thank you very much, Manny. So, Manny's got a great channel. He's got a lot of great helpful information on there. He just did a video on airbrushing flames. He recently did a buddy build with Ed over at One Team Garage. They did Shelby Cobras and they look fantastic. Both of those channels, their Cobras look amazing. So check out Manny's channel, and thank you, Manny, for the kind words on the back. Next, we got a thank you card from Joe at Model Building Corner. Joe is awesome. He's also sent me a sticker. You guys know I love my stickers. Thank you very much, Joe. Joe has an awesome channel. He's doing all sorts of cool stuff. He's in that early stage of getting started in the model hobby, so everything is new for him, and he's figuring stuff out, and he's experimenting, and it's a really cool journey to watch as, he's basically showing like what he's learning as he's learning it, and that is really awesome. So check out Joe. All of these guys will have links down in the description. Everybody will. Next up, from Dan, the Munchkin Modeling Man, we got this absolutely awesome Christmas card. And when you open it, it's got Santa. It's a pop-up Christmas card. This thing is absolutely freaking cool. I mean, this is awesome. Thank you, Dan, very much. And last but not least, on the mail call stuff, we've got David Chin, who sent us this hand-drawn holiday card. David recently did a Super B. I recently did a Super B. David's Super B is really cool. And I love these cards. Like his shop card is hand-drawn as well. These are super cool because it's like so personal that he did like all of it himself. Like, I appreciate this amazingly. So thank you very much, David. All right, next we're going to start talking about some channel shout outs, because I don't have like shop cards on these guys. They probably don't even have shop cards. They may not even know that we do shop cards. So the first channel we're going to shout out here is a very small channel. It looks like a very new channel, probably a month or so old. It's called Scale Innovations. Again, link down in the description. He's got about 4 videos right now, so if we could go over and give this guy a hello, welcome to the modeling car community, sub to him, just help him get his channel off the ground, that will be absolutely awesome. All right, so the next channel on the list is DK Scale Auto Workshop. It says he's got 13 videos. I only see 8, so some of them may be hidden. Not real sure, but he's definitely an experienced builder, definitely has a lot of knowledge. He's starting to share that knowledge and share the work that he's doing. He's got some absolutely beautiful builds. Looks like he's just getting started with his channel, but he's already at like 500 subscribers, so that is awesome. If you could, go ahead and give him a check out. Another channel that I've been really enjoying lately is Crazy Scale Models. This guy's got a bunch of videos. He's doing some really cool stuff. He's involved in a bunch of the group builds. Like I said, the builds that are on this channel are really cool. There's some really cool stuff in here. So again, go ahead and check him out. Now, the last channel, as far as new channels that I've recently discovered that I wanted to shout out, this is, I believe it's one of the Asian channels, but it's called Scale Model Chi. And this guy, he doesn't have a lot of videos, but he is doing like amazing level work. He's cutting open doors and building all the door jams and making stuff open, and he makes it look super easy. And I know it's not, but everything that I have seen him build so far, he hasn't done a whole lot, but everything that I have seen him build looks amazing. He's got a bunch of shorts as well. He did the Ferrari 275 GTB that I want to get done this year, and his looks fantastic. And of course, you know, everything opens and it just looks amazing. So this is another one of those really high end, but it's very inspirational to watch these guys work when these guys are like operating at a level that is way beyond where I'm at. I really enjoy watching him. So again, check out Scale Model Chi. So next up, we're going to move into a stash ad. There's actually 3 stash ads, but 2 of the other stash ads we're going to discuss when we're discussing some things coming up on the channel, because they are tied in. But the first stash ad that I do want to talk about, my brother Chris from CD Scale Models sent me a gift card for Christmas, and this is what we picked up with it. This is the Gaahleri Alfa Romeo Giulia 1600 Spider. This is a cool little car. I think this will look really, really cool, you know, on the table, sitting right next to that MGB. Those 2 together would be absolutely fantastic. When I got this car, I did not realize this car is actually a fairly advanced build. Like, the doors on this car open. I don't know if it's going to be gimmicky. A lot of time opening doors on model kits are really gimmicky. We're going to see this kit comes with springs for the shocks. That was kind of a surprise. But everything in it is very cool. I opened it up because when I got it, the box was smashed a little bit, but everything inside was perfectly in good shape. So this is a very cool kit. Thank you very much, Chris. Merry Christmas. I appreciate it, brother. I really, really do. You may notice there's a different shirt. That's because this is a completely different day. I have filmed this entire video. I've edited the video. I've even already uploaded the video and scheduled it to go out on Saturday. And I just got my Christmas present from my daughter, so I wanted to edit in one more stash ad because this thing is freaking epic. My daughter, my wonderful, wonderful daughter, Livian, she's still working at Amazon, busting her butt. And she's like, guys, no one's getting their Christmas presents right now. I have not had any time to shop. And so we got our Christmas presents late, and mine just came in today. So she was out with her girlfriend on a date, and I said, hey, you got a package, just letting her know. I threw it on your desk. She's like, go open it, that's your Christmas. And when I opened it, she had gotten me Ravel's BMW 507. You guys know I absolutely love classic exotics, and this one is freaking cool. Now this is the coupe version. They also make a convertible, and I opened the box and was poking around in here, and this thing is actually really cool. The roof is separate from the body, which makes it easier to paint if you're going to do the black top version. But the windshield frame is also separate from the body and separate from the roof. So it looks like they took the convertible and just added in a roof piece. And that means that, with the possible exception of not having the folded down soft top, I don't know if this car had on the convertible, if it had the rag top that just sits on the back or not. But with the possible exception of that piece not being in there, you could actually build this as the convertible, and you guys know I love convertibles. Alright, so you may hear some snoring in the background. My son is sleeping on the couch and he's got a head cold, so sorry about that. It is what it is. So I want to talk about some changes and plans for the channel for 2025. There are some changes coming. So Charlie Mac, all of my videos for at least the last 2 years have had links in them in the description to additional channels. Almost every single video, and in every one of them that does have those links, there are links to Chris from CD Scale Models, Sean from the Scale Model Car Guy channel, and Charlie Mac. A lot of times I'll put some additional channels in there as well, channels that I like that I think you guys might enjoy, to try and help spread some channels and get some more views out there. But those 3 channels are always in there. Charlie Mac is a legend in the community. The man is a fantastic model builder. Everything he does is awesome. He does a whole bunch of unique subjects. He does things that are just completely out there, like the first Mercedes-Benz. Like a steam-driven car. He does airplanes. He does, tanks. He just did a World War II cannon, I believe, a military cannon that was it was absolutely beautiful. It was dedicated to, I want to say, his father, maybe his I can't remember off the top of my head. Which is sad because I watched all those videos, but it was a dedication, and it's a diorama, and it's just friggin' awesome. And off topic, Charlie Mac, in one of his recent videos, said, get out of your comfort zone and go build something different. The man told me to. So, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get out of my comfort zone, and I'm going to build something different. We're doing the buddy build right now with Mike Hentz from Mike's Miniature Motors, and that's the Ferrari Monza SP2. Whenever I get that finished up, the next build that I plan to do, I'm going to build the F4F Corsair airplane that I picked up when I went down to go check out King's Hobbies. I've been talking about doing a plane. I'm going to do a plane. Hey Joe from Mad Genius, I'm doing a plane. So that's a plan on the list. Another thing that we're going to be doing at some point this year, I don't know when, but sometime this year, I've talked to Kyle from Arcade Speedworks, and we're going to be doing a buddy build on Lamborghini Countach's. I am going to build one of my Holy Grail kits. As a lot of you guys remember, last year I picked up one of my Holy Grail kits. It was the Fujimi Enthusiast Lamborghini 25th Anniversary Countach. That is the kit that I plan on building when I do my buddy build with Kyle. I am very much looking forward to that, Kyle, as well. However, before all of that gets done, most likely, we will be in February. My brother from another mother, Sean from the Scale Model Car Guy channel, every year hosts the small scale group build in February. his tagline for it is the smallest scale for the smallest month. Now, I know the rules for that are it can be anything that is on wheels. So it can be wheeled military vehicles, no tanks, no boats, no planes, no tracks. If you've got a tank that doesn't, I guess, armored personnel carriers or something that just are on wheels, small scale. So for car guys, it's below 124th, 125th. So you're talking 132nd, 135th scale, 164th scale. I believe they said they were opening it up to Hot Wheels this year as well, because I know that Hanging with Mr. G Seeds is co-hosting with him this year. BG has stepped out because he's got some other things on his plans. I miss it every year. Every year I miss Sean's buddy build. And I'm like, I'm not missing Sean's build again this year. So this year I am building the Airfix Aston Martin 132nd scale DB5. I've opened this kit up. It's a little rough. Some of the panel lines are recessed, so, like the doors. Other panel lines, like the trunk and the hood, or the boot and the bonnet, as the friends on the other side of the pond like to call it, they're raised panel lines. So my plan is to get in there with a scriber and rescribe those and then sand the raised panel lines down after I do. I'm probably going to muck this up. We will see. So this is what we're doing. Sean, I am in this year. I promise you. Whatever I'm starting, whatever I'm working on, unless it's the buddy build with Mike, if I'm still on that by February, I will continue working on that. But whatever I'm on otherwise is going to come to a brief halt while I knock out this kit. I've got some plans for it as well already. We'll talk about that when it's time. Another thing that I'm going to do, which is out of my comfort zone, because Charlie Mack said to. So y'all can blame Charlie Mack for the downfall of my channel. I'm just saying. I'm building a bike. I've built one motorcycle, and that was for my friend Kevin, who is a Harley rider, and I built his Road King a while back. I've not done a bike since, and I want to do a bike. So I'm not getting into Cliff's motorcycle group build though, because they decided this year that they were going to limit it to race bikes. And I'm sorry, I have absolutely no desire whatsoever to do a race livery. I'm already worn out from all the carbon fiber decals on the Ferrari. I just don't want to do a whole bunch more decals, but I am going to be building at some point in time this year the Tamiya Ducati 916, which I've got some plans for this as well. I will not be building this in red. Everyone builds it in red. I know they probably, I think almost all of them came in red. I think there's some yellow ones. There may be a couple of black ones, but I will not be doing that. It will not be in red. It will be a custom painted bike. There are some 3D printed goodies out there on Colts 3D, and I'm going to be possibly adding some of those depending on, if I feel really sparky. For the most part, there's some wheels. Instead of doing the 3-spoke wheels that are on this kit, there's a 5-spoke wheel, and somebody's actually done them. Scale Motor, one of the British channels, the guy from Scale Motor 3D modeled up a chain set for this bike that is highly detailed and looks really nice, so I will probably throw that in there as well. Again, it just kind of feel, if I'm feeling sparky enough, if I'm feeling overwhelmed with this build, we may not do the 3D stuff, but we shall see. But we're definitely going to be doing a bike on the channel. I've contemplated a Gundam. I don't have any Gundam kits. I may not do a Gundam kit this year. I may do a Gundam kit next year. Because there's just so much stuff that I want to do this year. Another one of my holy grail kits that I got was the Ferrari 275 GTB NART Spider, and I really want to build that kit. I don't think there's a lot of muscle in my plans this year. I know a lot of you guys prefer the muscle cars, and we'll see. I also want to do a truck this year. I kind of like doing the trucks, but I kind of want, I've got this thing. All of my trucks are like candy builds, and I've got a candy red, I've got a candy green, I've got a candy blue. I want an orange, a yellow, and a purple, so that I can say I have all the Skittles colors in trucks. So at some point in time, I plan on picking up another truck. I don't know which truck I'm going to get, but I want to pick up another truck and do a truck this year. We shall see. And I want to do the 32 Ford Roadster kit as a Christmas build. I don't know how much of all of that is getting built. I know the bike and the plane are absolute. Those are going to happen because I'm going to change some things up and get into things that I don't always do. Things that I just don't know what I'm doing at all. It's going to be new, it's going to be fun, it's going to be fresh, it's going to be an adventure. I'm pretty solid on cars, and I'm kind of set in my ways. I learn things here and there, but a lot of my cars, I think I'm getting to a point where I do a lot of things very much the same way on all of my videos. And I want to learn new things. I want to do new things and grow myself as a model builder. So that's where we're at. Those are kind of the plans for everything, and I think that wraps up everything we're going to talk about on this video. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I always appreciate you watching the videos, every last one of you. If you make it this far, I appreciate you even more. I'm going to get back to work on some things as much as I can, given the lack of primer and things that I actually can get done. But I'm going to get back to work, and I will catch you guys on the next one.